Hey guys, welcome to the 3G Family Network and thank you for clicking on this video. If it's your first time watching us, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to this video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the world's first AI restaurant. So I'm going to be reacting to a video coming from California from, as I said, the world's first AI restaurant. And we're going to talk about it in the comment section. Hey guys, so this restaurant in California, as I said before, it's the world's first fully AI restaurant. So it's being operated like 100% robotics, no staff. I think they probably have staff for like cleaning, but in terms of food preparation, food service, every single thing is AI. So I don't know about you, but that's that's extremely concerning for me. So we're going to look at this video together and tell me what you think about it when we come back.
Have arrived, at least in Pasadena, California. That's where the world's first ever fully autonomous AI-powered restaurant has opened, complete with burger flipping bots. We sent CBS's Joy Benedict on a taste test.
Flippy the chef makes Spud spectacular. This automated grill gives the meat its sizzle as this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it would take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too.
A cheeseburger.
Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember you, your favorite food, and how you like to pay. Then watch the robots work. No humans required.
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills, and they're dangerous jobs. And this automation helps solve a lot of those issues.
62% of restaurants report being understaffed. Industry experts say most of those unfilled jobs could be done by robots. And in California, where the minimum wage for most fast food workers will soon be $20 an hour, fewer workers equals cost savings. Dan Ives is with Wedbush Securities, a wealth management firm.
Once the minimum wage went to 20, that's the bell going off. More and more focus on spending on AI.
Okay, so that is actually fascinating and scary at the same time. You know, as a family, we do a lot of travel, culture, and lifestyle vlogs. And one of the trends that I've been seeing in recent time is just this rush to get rid of staff in a place of businesses, in the supermarket with a self-checkout, in a lot of the restaurants, like even the McDonald's restaurants, the latest upgrade of the McDonald's restaurant, you have this big tablet that you order yourself, and the checkout area is designed like smaller. Like I think they only have like one cashier that they use now. So you can see the focus of the future going in on AI and robotics. And for me, it's a bit concerning. One, because, you know, as I said, when I do content with the kids, like it's something that fascinates people to see robotics. In Toronto here, we have a few restaurants that you'll have a robot coming out to serve you. And at first, it just seemed like very entertaining, very fascinating, and kids love it. But they're not realizing that this is like the demise of their future. Like if everything is fully AI and robot in the future, who's going to do the jobs, you know? How are kids, like my kids now, I'm concerned about my kids. How are they going to be employed in the future? You know, we not only see this in hospitality, but we also see it, we see like even Uber, Tesla, they are moving towards the innovation of the self-driving car and actually starting to test like self-driving car that you order Uber and the car just come to pick you up without a driver. You know, that is crazy. Like we We're seeing it in Canada here. We see the trucking industry talking about hauling the future of trucks without drivers. Like, so for me, it's a bit concerning. Yeah, so I want this to be very interactive. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Are you excited to try out like these new type of technology? Like this restaurant in California, it's called Cali Express. And as I said, there's quite a few of them. I know in Japan is been like a leader in moving in that direction too. So it's like having this big vending machine, no staff. You just go in, no staff interaction. You go in, you get your food. I know this now, it's easier for like fast food restaurants now. I'm curious to see what's going to happen like to fine dining, but I know in terms of fast food, this is the direction that they're taking now. So yeah, let me know. Tell me in the comment section, have you ever been in one of these new type of AI restaurant? It might not be fully AI, but partially AI. It's been a thing that's been happening for a while. Like if you go to a lot of airports across North America, a lot of restaurants too, you see these restaurants with built-in tablets at the table that you just go and you sit down and you order your food, and a food runner will just run it out. And they're still asking for tips, you know, like even though it's mostly done by AI and robotics and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know what's your experience. If you have ever been in one of these partially AI restaurants, or the fully AI, you know, how do you feel about it? Is it are you worried about the future in terms of jobs and all of that? Just let me know what you feel in the comment section. And to be fair, I believe that we have to look at this from both sides, also from the business side of it, because I myself operated a restaurant. I recently closed my restaurant about a year ago, and the restaurant business is one of the most difficult business to run, and that's why restaurants, I know in North America, like you can't get a loan from the bank to open a restaurant unless you already have like a chain of restaurants. But if you're opening a restaurant for the first time, you're not getting a loan from the bank, and that's because like the failure rate, more than half of restaurants that open close down within like, I think it's like 3 years. So it's a very tough space to be in. So looking at it from that perspective, like, you know, are they in their rights to say like, okay, like I know wages are one of the part of running a restaurant that's very expensive, so let's invest in AI, in robotics, so we can eliminate that. You know, we have to look at that side of it also. Another side that was mentioned in the video is that the lack of workers for restaurant, in particular fast food restaurants. There's not a lot of people rushing to the job fairs to get like restaurant jobs, in particular fast food restaurants. So finding good staff is an issue also. So that again, you know, we have to be reasonable and add that to the equation. But for me, the scary thing is that every single industry that you look, every single job, like no job is untouchable. Like the supermarkets, for example, like you go to the self-checkout line, you thought that they're trying to save wages, things will be cheaper. Groceries are more expensive now, even though you're cashing out your grocery yourself. Like the whole idea of self-driving car in the future to drive Uber or to drive taxi, to me that is scary. Self-driving truckers are, we saw that during the pandemic, that truckers are like doing jobs that we took for granted, that we didn't realize how important the trucking industry is. And we saw when during COVID how like it brought North America like to its knees, like with drivers out because of COVID, or just the system itself got jammed. So just imagine hundreds of thousands of drivers across North America out of a job because we have self-driving trucks and all of that. So as I said, this is something that we're doing a lot of content on the whole AI revolution in terms of being the impact on the food industry itself. And when I go out with the kids, there's an excitement when you go to McDonald's and you have the big tablet where you can swipe and look at the menu, and the kids love those type of interactive things, technology. So it's very fascinating to them. They don't know that this is something that could be very bad for them in the future in terms of getting jobs at McDonald's. A lot of kids in North America, that's their first job, to go to McDonald's and to make some money to buy their whatever small stuff that they want, that they don't have to be depending on their parents. When you go to the restaurants and you see the robots coming, it's for a child, even for an adult, that it looks very fascinating and just very interesting and excited at the same time. But what's going to happen to us in the future? What's going to happen to government? Governments are supporting legislation for this, but one thing to consider is that when you have hundreds of thousands of workers that work in the fast food industry and contribute in terms of taxes, robots don't pay taxes, so what is going to happen? So let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you worried about this? Are you excited about it? Have you ever been to one of these restaurants where it's fully AI or partially AI, robotics and the works? Have you ever been served by a robot in a restaurant? And so just let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And as I said, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Thank you again, and peace. I'm out.